100K, 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 every day, we don't play, here to stay, we here to stay, concentrate, anticipate, it's okay,
Hello, my crypto juggernauts and family. Welcome to the Mx3 Crypto Report, your destination for relevant crypto information when you need it the most. My name is Michael, and we have Mike.
Hello.
And we have Mark.
Hello.
And we are Mx3. Thank you for tuning in today. As per usual, please subscribe, give us a like, hit that notification button, and leave a comment. We appreciate your support as we continue to give you more valuable content. All right, let's head over to the news section. All right, during the month of June 2021, Bitcoin hash rate tanked considerably in the summer of 2021, but regained momentum in December. The global hash rate of Bitcoin network tanked as low as 84 exahashes per second. That's EH per second. But is now backed up to 175 EH per second, or exahashes per second, as of the first week of December. This tank came after the Chinese government banned the mining sector. Hash rate refers to the amount of computational power used by miners dedicated to the minting of new Bitcoin and verification of new transactions on the Bitcoin network. Millions of calculations are solved each second to win new blocks in a process broadly called mining. Why is hash rate important? For crypto investors, hash rate is an important measure of how decentralized a cryptocurrency's proof of work network may be against hackers. That's because the higher a hash rate is, the more difficult and costly it is for someone to attack the network. Therefore, the hash rate is based on the number of miners involved in managing a crypto, which in turn is correlated to the crypto price. A higher hash rate value means a bigger reward for mining. However, these computations may have additional consequences, such as an impact on the environment. These type of cryptocurrency stats can be found on bitinfocharts.com. According to marketwatch.com, it seems like they have a more optimistic approach for 2022, stating that as the industry sees increasing institutional participation, some groups anticipate Bitcoin's hash rate will double by the end of 2022. All right, guys. Starting with you, Mark, what are your thoughts on this article?
I think it's pretty informative. I've actually seen some other articles regarding Bitcoin. There seems to be quite a few investors that are predicting that Bitcoin's rate's going to double. I've seen some people saying that they believe the value of Bitcoin is going to increase to $100,000. I've seen some people mention that they believe Bitcoin is going to increase to $200,000 by the end of the year 2022. So it kind of falls right in line with that, with the hash rate value and with the value of the market itself. I think not only Bitcoin, but I believe cryptocurrency and some of the larger cryptocurrency, Ethereum, Binance coin, I think they're going to increase in value quite a bit. I think Bitcoin is going to really take off in 2022. I think cryptocurrency in general is going to really take off in 2022.
And, you know, I just love those years where the numbers like has a month in it where it just lines up like 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. Oh. And you know that's happening in February somewhere, and so it just makes me more confident because you know they had it with the 111, but the 222, and it just happens So I just feel like, yeah, there's just something in the air with the crypto that I feel like it's just getting ready to pop, in a good way. And Mike, what do you think about this this article too?
It makes perfect sense. In terms of, well, China at one point actually had the most miners in the world, and since then, since they've decided to kind of cut or kick, what's the word? I just crack down on cryptocurrency in general, and then taking it a step further by literally kicking all the miners out of China. It caused a lot of disruption. But the fact that those miners have settled in places that are friendly for miners, I think, like Mark said, I think that's going to continue to help increase the bit rate, not just the bit rate, but like he also said, increase the value of Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies as well.
Totally agree. Yeah, guys, Bitcoin's influence on the world has increased year by year, and I'm really excited to see what the crypto can pull off in terms of hash rate and adoption in 2022. Very interesting times, guys. All right, now we're gonna go to our next section, which is the Q&A segment with Mark. It's all yours, Mark.
Thank you, Michael. I actually have quite a few questions from the crypto community. But before we start with the questions, to our viewers watching, if you have any questions regarding cryptocurrency, be sure to ask us. It doesn't matter if it's a question about NFTs, Bitcoin, or even how to get started and invest in cryptocurrency. Doesn't matter how basic you think the question is or how advanced and complicated it may be. Just ask us, and we'll address your question right here on one of our episodes and get you the relevant information when you need it most. So feel free to post a question in the comments area of this video on YouTube. Okay, so the first question we have from the crypto community today is, how is the metaverse related to cryptocurrency? You want to take this one, Michael?
Yes, I do. So the metaverse, what is the metaverse? The metaverse are virtual reality 3D, digital universes or cyberspace platforms based on blockchain technology, where individuals, will be able to, or are currently, interacting with one another. Metaverse programs seek to incorporate, the Web 3.0 network, which will utilize the blockchain. Now, Web 3.0 is not fully released yet, and it's not fully functioning yet, but soon and very soon. That being said, there will be a lot of metaverse programs that will use blockchain-based apps to maintain utility, blockchain technology such as NFTs to maintain ownership, and cryptocurrencies to perform transactions. How does that sound?
Sounds pretty exciting.
Absolutely.
What do you think, Mike?
That's pretty much it in a nutshell. That's from my. I actually just started looking into this, and that seems to be the prevailing thing. Everybody knows that the metaverse. Well, not the metaverse. There are different metaverse platforms. Facebook has their version. Microsoft and a number of companies have their version of the metaverse. This, like Michael said, this virtual space, virtual reality space, and cryptocurrency for the most part, again, like Mike said, it's the currency. You have a digital platform, you have digital currency, perfect marriage. So, and one of the biggest ones right now, again, is NFTs. So this is definitely something that is coming together kind of in a natural way, in a natural sense, in the fact that it's digital. You have digital platforms, you have digital currency, you have prevailing assets. So that's kind of how I understand it to be.
Yeah, that's good information. And it seemed like the metaverse has really started to take off ever since Mark Zuckerberg said that they changed the company name from Facebook to Metaverse.
Yeah.
And it seems like it really started to take off.
I think they got sued about metaverse and they had to
Yeah.
make it meta or something.
It's meta.
Yeah.
Really?
Matter of fact, that when I first heard that,
Yeah.
you know, it took me back to like back in the 90s. This basketball player changed his name to Meta World Peace.
Yeah.
Hopefully, this metaverse will bring about some world peace too.
Yeah.
For sure.
That would be nice.
Yeah.
Okay, next question. Besides Bitcoin and Ethereum, can you recommend a good cryptocurrency to invest in?
For sure. Yeah, to be honest, I can't recommend or advise any projects to the, to not just y'all, but to the viewers and stuff like that. But I can tell you projects I'm currently interested in, and heads up, the projects I'm interested in may be subject to change at any moment. So so please always continue to do your own research, always, ladies and gentlemen. So yeah, at the moment, I'm currently interested in Richard Hart's project Pulse Chain and Hex, and I know his projects have a lot of hate from other communities, but I see a lot of potential in the future for these projects. And viewers. Viewers, please comment on projects that you guys are interested in the comment section. I want to hear the projects that you're interested in and see. I'm genuinely curious and interested in what you guys have been investing in also. Awesome.
But your number one is Hex and Pulse Chain?
That's my bag.
I kind of knew that.
Yeah.
Mike, what do you think?
Well, I definitely have to agree with Michael. Since being introduced to the Hex platform and the Pulse Chain project, and that whole community, I mean, the community it's incredible. I think that is definitely a long-term project for me as well. And I can't also recommend anything, honestly, but I kind of looked at a few of them, and one of them that caught my eye is something called Axie Infinity, or AXS. And it's actually, it's a game that uses monsters, and then people battle each other online, and you win prizes and different things like that. So I thought that was really interesting. And also there's one called CRO, and that's crypto.com's coin. And that actually the crypto.com itself is growing in popularity because they've grown so much. I recently found out that the Staples Center, where the Lakers play, the crypto.com just purchased the rights, and now the stadium is going to be called Crypto.com Arena. So,
yeah, that was massive news,
right? Seriously. Wow. So
yeah.
talk about a baller in that space. That is definitely.
And do you know who Sorry, not to cut you, Mike.
No, that's okay.
Do you know there's an actor that Crypto.com has been sponsoring and endorsed? Like, is it Matt Damon? Because
you know what? I actually have seen some commercials with Matt Damon.
Right.
Oh, yeah. And as a matter of fact, that's Crypto.com.
Yeah.
That is Crypto.com. Yeah. Yes.
Oh.
So that's crazy. They moving real big right now.
Yes, they are.
Wow.
Yes, they are.
Wow.
Yeah.
I did not know that. Yeah. I heard something about the Lakers Stadium where they played, but I had no idea it was Crypto.com that actually bought it.
Nah, they bought that.
They bought the naming rights, not the actual facility, because like different ballparks, they have different names.
Right.
I can't even remember. Sox Park has been renamed so many different times. I don't know what it's called now, but they just bought the naming rights to the facility, not the actual facility.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think
Like-
Sox Park, last time I heard, was Guaranteed Rate Field or something like that.
Yeah, that just rolls right off your tongue, right?
Right.
I still call it Comiskey, but
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah.
okay.
You were gonna
Well,
say
you-
something, Mike? I'm sorry.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, still, the naming rights is very powerful because I mean,
Very powerful.
you're gonna see the name, and it's like one of the biggest forms of advertisement. You know, it's gonna be all over the court and stuff like. You can't miss the crypto sign.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah,
Crypto days are here to stay.
Definitely.
believe it.
Okay, so Hex, CRO, AXS.
Mhm.
From what I've and again, I'm newer to the crypto market than you guys, but from what I've invested in personally, from what I've seen, most stable for me, the one I'm most happy with is Hex. So that's been going very nice for me. So that would be my number one also.
There you go.
There you go.
We're in consensus.
Right.
Do your own research.
Yeah.
Awesome.
It'll help you sleep at night.
Yeah.
Okay, so next question. This person asks, a Wall Street Journal article reported that some investors are moving their investment from the stock and crypto markets to bonds and gold due to the current pandemic. Is that a smart move to make?
Oh yeah, this is a very interesting question. But it doesn't sound like a good move to make, though. It doesn't sound like a good move to make. Why are they even doing this? Because of the pandemic? That's what I want to know. Funny, but gold. I'll say this. Gold has only gone up in price 15% over the course of 10 years. Just 15%. 15%. Bitcoin has gone up in price over 10 million% in the course of 10 years.
10
It
million.
may over 10 million. It may be even in the hundreds, but I'm just being very conservative.
Okay.
So, and I think bonds is just less than 5% over 10 years. So I don't know who these guys at Wall Street, but for me it's a no-brainer. For me it's a no-brainer. I mean, what do you think, Mark?
I think that they may be looking at something that's more stable. They may think that stock and crypto markets may be volatile, and so they're looking at something more stable like bonds or gold. That's my guess.
Well, good luck to them.
What do you think, Mike?
You know what? I don't even want to speculate, because what goes on in some investors' mind may not fit the definition of what a lot of people would call logical. So their motivations may be based on something that we're just completely not aware of, or it could even be based on misinformation that they may be fed from, some mentor or teacher or somebody else. But I have to agree, if you look at things at face value, stocks and bonds, they've been stable over the years, but they're still tied to the current financial environment. And in terms of gold, they haven't had a lot of movement. It's more to me it's more stable because it's an actual asset. It has actual value. So I don't know. I mean, I think to me, that's just one of those things where I would take it in the position I'm in now, with the knowledge that I have now in terms of all these platforms. I would look at it as Michael put, not such a good move, but they could know something we don't know. It's hard to say. I personally I would always default to those things that actually have the most value, and for me, that's gold and what has been deemed recently as gold 2.0, which is crypto. That's how I see it.
Yeah.
If I can add to that too, great stuff, Mike. Like, if I can add to that, at the end of the day, like, honestly, I also feel like one should not have their eggs all in one basket. So diversifying a little bit in the crypto arena, a little bit in the stocks and stuff like that, a little bit in the bonds and the mineral assets and stuff, that's fine. But I think it's really crazy if you're just gonna just take everything and just leave, as a space that's really booming. I understand diversifying your bag, but just to jumping ship like that's very intriguing to me.
Yeah. I think both you guys got good points. And one of the things that I noticed is that when you're working for a company and you have 401k and when you start getting up in age, close to retirement, one of the things that financial advisors advise you to do is to cut back on your stock investment and switch over to bonds because it's more stable. As people get up into age, they want something that's more stable and there's less risk. So that's one of the things that they advise people to do when you're getting up to retirement age. And that's what I'm assuming that's what they're looking at here, moving from crypto and stock to bonds and gold. Theoretically, bonds and gold is supposed to be more stable, or traditionally more stable. But I agree with you guys that I would not pull completely out of the crypto market, because the crypto market is definitely a sound investment. Even if you want to invest more in bonds and gold, it depends on the person's financial situation, depends on where they are in life and what they want out of life. But me personally, I would not pull out of the crypto market, just like you guys mentioned. I would stay in the crypto market because the crypto market is stable. The crypto market has so much potential. The crypto market, I believe, has so much potential, and especially in the coming years, I believe it's going to pay very well for any investor that's invested in it. So I would, if they want to invest in bonds and gold, more power to them, but I would not pull out of the crypto market. Stock market, I'm not too sure about that. The crypto market, I definitely would stay in the crypto market.
Exactly. At least if you don't have both feet in there, you at least want one foot in there.
Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah.
Okay. And that's the last question I have. So I'm going to throw it back to you, Michael.
All right, I caught it. My wife says sometimes she listens to us, we sound so corny sometimes. But any which ways.
We're corny cool.
Corny cool, I like that. But we give you the information that you guys need. That's the most important thing.
Definitely.
All right, awesome. That's all the time we have for today. Thank you so much for tuning in. We really appreciate y'all. Please do not forget to subscribe, drop a like, and hit that notification button if you haven't already done so. Also, kindly leave some questions in the comment section below so that we can try our best to answer them for you. Once again, thank you for tuning in, and we'll be on same time next week to give you that relevant crypto information when you need it the most. Peace.
Peace.
See ya.
Tomorrow can be a better day if you're looking to get some figures for better pay. Invest in yourself, man, that is the only way. Get your clout up, 100K followers. How you do that, man? By not being a follower. How you get there, man? Hustling and bustling. Then you spice it up, put some brain.